All right. Good morning, afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the region of Luavara. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. It's been pretty slow for me, in all honesty. I don't know. It's just been one of those days. I woke up late, had to run some errands, did some work around the house. Clean up the tavern a little bit. Had to talk with my painters because, oh my god, did they screw up. uh but no, for real. Yeah, today's just been a really slow day for me. I'll be honest with you. I've been watching a lot of people play Black Myth Wukong, and I really want to play the game. I have it. I really want to play it. We might play it tomorrow, but I have some stuff I got to do tomorrow. And tomorrow night I have a D&D session that I'm in myself. But yeah, I really want to play Black Myth Wukong like tomorrow maybe. But we'll have to see what the day entitles. Excuse me, I just got done eating, so uh yeah, we got to see what tomorrow entitles. We got to see like what time I get up, what time I get all my stuff done. But hopefully tomorrow, we can go ahead and actually start playing Black Myth Wukong, which is really interesting because I love the story of the journey to the West, and especially about Chinese mythology. If you guys don't know a lot about me, I love mythology a lot, and I'll talk about it more when we play Black Myth. But yeah, the story of Sun Wukong always has interested me, especially since it was an inspiration for one of the biggest animes in the world right now, Dragon Ball Z, and like the Dragon Ball saga with Son Goku. But yeah, I'm excited. We're gonna play it hopefully tomorrow, so keep up to date. Follow me on Twitter. You guys will know when I'm going live to play Black Myth Wukong. Until then, we are gonna be here. We're gonna be doing some more things in the City of Silence, the Kingdom of Silence. And the Wanderers are planning on setting up a trap within a trap that was laid out for them. A bunch of layers going on right now. So, without further ado, let's go say hello to everyone.
Work.
No. See what it is? It wraps around your head. You have like one ball on each side. That's the head, the earphones,
Okay.
and the tip is the microphone.
And that's how a bad dragon headset works. Okay, I'm so glad you thought this out. I was just wondering if it was like two stuck together with the suction cups on either end that curled down over the top.
Spooky, I'm sorry you're a part of this conversation. I'm so sorry I subjected you to the shenanigans that these dimwits have every beginning of stream.
Hi, Josh. How long have you been there?
Hey, how you doing there, bud?
What are you
I feel personally
How you doing?
responsible, and yeah.
You invited them.
I still can't help but feel bad.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, howdy doody, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
Blah.
All right. So, session 42. We're getting pretty close to the big 50.
Yeah.
I know.
And it's really strange because y'all haven't even made it past like some of the greater story points that I expected you to be at right now. This is definitely a slow-moving campaign.
Yeah, shenanigans. Joy rides.
Correct. But that's
In our
okay.
defense, we have a tendency to literally get shoved halfway across the continent into something and then be like, well, the thing we have to do is on the other side of the continent.
True. So very true. But you guys are now within the middle, within the middle of the Kingdom of Silence. After finally making it through the gates of Castleguard, moving through the fortress city, taking in everything for what it's worth, upgrading your weapons and armor and stuff while you were there, taking on some odd jobs, and then finally moving your way into the city where you guys finally got to meet the Nameless King, aka Silky's master, within the center of the city, being publicly punished for God knows whatever reason. So, not causing a scene, you all decided to go ahead and retreat back to the Greasy Lady, where your bartender, Vincent, graciously given you guys a place to stay, and you guys sat down and discussed your current plans and what you're going to be doing within the city up in the privacy of your own rooms. More so importantly, discovering the fact that Silky figured out Oronoth's and her master's curse. She knows how to break it. But the problem is, Luavara has to go to war to break it.
Yeah, I don't.
On top of this revelation, you guys also figured out that the Kingdom of Silence is in fact a trap laid for you guys to do something rash and potentially break out the Nameless King.
Nope.
We just say screwed and start the war anyway.
I'm not starting the war till we have like other things figured out. We start a war now, we're gonna be woefully underprepared.
So I'm gonna stop this real quick. Did I just hear someone saying
Oops, did I accidentally a war?
war?
Did somebody say war?
KP, you have been.
You guys seem to
around this
forget
for-
the last campaign here. A city
And I
was
did-
ugly and I told you guys to take care of it. What
Yes.
did you do?
We
took care of
glassed
it.
the fuck out of it. But still,
Exactly! I just said it was ugly. I was literally half paying attention and you guys are shocked that I'm like, let's take care of things.
No, it's not that we're shocked. It's more. I am proud of you.
I mean, we did take care of it.
It wasn't ugly for long.
Looks like we're gonna take care of this problem.
Well, not to the extreme.
Oh.
So, you guys are now within the City of Silence, within the Kingdom of Silence, and you guys decided to try and snuff out those who Oronoth laid within the kingdom to keep an eye on you guys to do something rash. Now, we can go ahead and say that this will be now like the third day that you guys have been here. This will be the day after you guys met the king. And after the whole argument with Arena and all that other nonsense. So, the question for me to you guys, how are you planning on finding out who these crooks are?
Excuse me.
Well, the simplest way would be to actively make it look like we're plotting something and figure out what or who is watching us.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, we do have that scroll of scrying, but we don't know who to look for. I mean, yeah, our best bet is to have the more recognizable members of the party act like they're doing something. and then someone tail and figure out who the tail is.
So you, basically.
Yeah, I hit say I'm the only one here with stealth capabilities. I got the entire. I'm not even a stealth-based class.
What
But-
would be really terrifying is if Xavier had stealth.
Yeah, God, that's horrifying.
Yeah, but you're the better option for
Hmm.
sneaking around.
And we can also use Poe.
You can use bow.
Poe's a fucking raven. Ravens are fucking dime a dozen. I mean, that's all I got. Yeah, people, feel free to object with my thoughts and delusions.
No.
God, I hate it when I make the plan.
That's the thing.
I mean, it's not the worst plan.
It's not. the
No,
worst
that's the
plan.
problem. I know it's not the worst plan. I just always hope someone has a better plan.
Would you like me to come up with a plan?
No, your plans
Well-
are shit.
There you go.
Well, we
Every time we go
could-
with your plan, Jacob, you almost die.
I mean, what
That's
plans have I
anytime
done
anyway.
so far?
None here yet so far. I'm basing this off of other campaigns.
Oh come on! The airship plan was the best plan.
That wasn't even
It
your
was-
plan.
I know.
That wasn't even your plan. Yeah, I mean that's the best way to find a tail. Doesn't someone have that that spell that lets them hide better in urban areas?
Not hide, but I can move through them easier.
Easier. Okay.
I can check.
Yeah, because if we leave Silky, Xavian, and 8 to be decoys, leaving Aristella and Alistair. I would assume out of everyone, Aristella and Alistair are probably the more like normal-ish looking people. I mean, Atmar are a human, so yeah. So, meaning they're able to blend more into this city better. Leaving them probably best for reconnaissance. And Vari is kind of a wild card, though, because in reality, we don't know who does and who doesn't know about Vari. Because Vari hasn't been traveling with us long enough.
I mean, Ornoth does know about Vare.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright, who has things that make stealth better?
I mean, don't look at me. I'm gonna be in the library like I always am.
Well, Silk, you may have to be the bait here.
How
We have
exactly?
Xavier- Don't know yet. Thinking about it. If we have Xavier and 8 watch patrols, we can then figure out who's watching them from a sizable distance. Fuck. The bird's the better option to an extent. I need a spyglass or something. Can't see from too far away.
You can probably find one in the city.
Oh, I could most definitely find a spyglass while I'm here. The problem is tracking in an urban environment like this is a pain in the ass. Can I do it? Yes. It's still a pain in the ass. Alright, step 1 is to make everything look like normal. So we can't change routine.
I mean, just only day 3. There's not much of a routine that we haven't
Exactly.
created a routine. That's
So
the
we
thing.
established one. Make it look like we're doing something. If we sit idly by in our hands, that's going to be suspicious. We're not known for sitting around and waiting.
And that's why I'm gonna go bury myself in books.
That's what you
Well,
always do, Silky. That's not really suspicious.
That's the
But
point.
that's good.
That's the point.
It's the rest of us.
But so that way you all don't interrupt me this time. Take my bag and go do what you're doing.
Well, also, if you go with Aristella, Aristella can use, while reading, Aristella can use Poe to look around.
Well, somewhat.
How much? What can you? I don't know how familiars work. Explain them to me like you're explaining them to a toddler.
Oh God. I gotta pull it up now.
This is both Matt and Alistair just not knowing what the bird does. He's like, the bird's always here. I don't know what the bird does.
I'm still figuring out all the things I can do with my bird.
Usually, you should be able to share sight with your familiars.
I
It's a pretty
think I
common
have
one.
to have a thing for that, but
I know
maybe not.
that's a thing in 5th edition.
Oh, am I thinking of D&D, not Pathfinder?
Yeah, I think so.
I know Pathfinder familiars are wonky.
Yeah, they are wonky.
I think you can see through the eyes of your familiar and whatnot, but that's at like a higher level.
You can communicate with your familiar, can't you, KP?
First of all, which forms a close bond with a familiar, a creature that teaches her magic and helps guide her along her path. Blah blah blah. Each day to prepare her spells. Store all the spells that a witch knows, and a witch cannot prepare a spell that is not stored by her familiar.
I forget that familiars are witches' spell books.
But I'm also a wizard, so I have my wizard spell book.
Weezard.
It does not say anything about being able to actually see through. Yeah, share senses. I'm pretty sure share senses is a feat that you can take.
No,
Yeah.
there is something for it, but it's 13th to 14th level. It's Scry on Familiar.
Oh, yeah, that'll be it.
But you can technically communicate with it, right, KP?
Yeah, it forms a telepathic bond.
Yeah.
So you can still send the bird out to look, and it reports back to you what it's seen.
1 mile distance.
That's a pretty good amount of distance.
That's a pretty good. That's a pretty sizable distance.
Yeah, it is. I'm just saying, like, yeah.
So, because no one's gonna question a fucking bird in a city.
All right. So in that case, Aristella is gonna go with Silky,
Mm-hmm.
and Poe's gonna go do about his own thing.
Poe does Poe things.
All right.
Want to make
Insert Valor noises here.
All right.
I kind of want to send Eight and Xavier on a fake scouting mission.
I mean, that could
Like-
work.
I mean, like, if you... Learning patrol schedules is good anyway. So if you start actually gathering information on how the patrols move throughout the city, it's good information regardless. But it's also... But you also need to make it look like you're trying to figure out how to break out the king. And
I
then...
mean, when there's a market, there's a whole lot of things we can use.
And then Vari is the trump card here.
Oh.
Nothing gets people talking like a drink, Vari.
True. I don't mind taking a drink.
You probably have the best constitution and the best way of wit about to get people who we get someone who you may deem has information we want or something talking.
That's good to me. And yeah,
Probably.
probably.
I was about to say, if you wanted the best constitution,
Yeah, that's Avian, I know.
that's Avian.
Vari's a close second though, to my knowledge.
Vari has the charm in order to get people to talk.
Mm-hmm.
But if you
Which
wanted
is-
someone to drink against, big man over here.
Yeah, we're not trying to get people drunk.
know,
We're trying to
I'm
get them
just
tipsy
saying.
so they
Why
so
can't
they
we do
spill. You can. I don't care.
That's a
Money.
very based answer. Why can't we do both? Absolutely.
both?
This is any objections to my thought process currently.
No.
Alright, so Vari, if you try and figure out where the guards go to drink, become a regular there.
Can do that.
hmm Because the best way to make this look authentic is to have people gathering information about the guards and the paladins, who would be technically our biggest opposer right now. Avian and Zay. Wow, what a fucking brain. Hello.
It is a brain.
You literally said
Ape-
Avian and Zane.
Avian and Zay. Zay and Eight and Zavian. While you're also watching patrols, maybe try and map a route out of the city. If like we and I'll look for like actual underworld shit going on. Cause there's definitely probably someone says there's a thieves tunnel around here somewhere.
Well, we do know about the secret exits from the
Dude,
blueprints
but
of
we don't know-
Dandelier.
We don't know how many people know about those. And none of them land in the city though, if memory serves.
No, there are a couple of them that lead into the city.
Alright, I'll go check those out then. This sound applicable for everybody?
Sure.
Yeah.
Remember, eyes in the back of your heads. Keep them peeled. We need to try and figure out if people are watching us. That's our main goal right now. Because once we can figure out if someone's watching us, we can then look into them further. We need to figure out who's hunting us.
Sounds good.
Alright. Josh, what time of day is it, by the way?
It's morning.
This morning? Okay. Alright then. Well, I think we all have what our attempts are going to be made as. Let's hop to it, folks.
All right, come on, 8.
Sounds good.
Alright, let's go.
Alrighty. So, out into the city you go. Alright. Let's start off easy. Aristella and Silky are going to be heading to the library. While Poe is going to be flying about the city, just taking a look at things. Okay. I am going to need Aristella to go ahead and make a perception roll.
Whew.
Okay. Go ahead and mark that down. Okay. Savian and 8.
Yes.
You guys are going to be going around the town, or around the kingdom. Just like looking out for the patrol routes and just overall just getting a feel for the city, kind of.
Correct.
Yep.
All right. Perception rolls.
Damn.
When we need your perception the most, Rusty.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know you get the 29.
All right. So, Aristella and Silky, fortunately, don't really find anything in terms of any writings or anything like that. Just a lot of the usual, fake histories that were written that everybody's used to seeing, which obviously everybody already knows isn't true. But in turn, around the library, there's not really all that much to see. The library is actually a lot emptier, a lot more empty, as people really just don't tend to come here during the week, because obviously they're just out and about doing their thing within the city, and just doing their jobs as commoners of this perfect kingdom, as it looks, because literally everybody around the city, as Xavier and Nate are walking, everybody has an occupation. Everybody is doing something. Whether it would be, tending stalls or cleaning shops, the streets. There are even some children running around working, just delivering letters, being, little messenger rugrats. Alistair,
What's up?
you're gonna be, just snaking your way through the city. You're gonna be checking out some of the locations for these secret tunnels that apparently exist in this city. Go ahead and give me a perception roll as well.
Well, Xavier, I see we're on equal footing.
Okay.
I like how I have a natural 16 and I rolled a 13. You rolled a 16 and have a natural 13.
Natural 13. Well, that's because all my bonuses come from when we're in the woods.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Alistair,
My next
you're
favorite terrain is going to be urban.
Yeah, you're making your way through the city and towards the outer districts of the city. Once again, similar to what Xavier and 8 are seeing, just people running amok, doing their thing, just living their lives. The thing about it is, and Xavier and 8 see this too, the guards or the paladins that are patrolling the city are plentiful. They are everywhere. and so much so at this point, like you would be hanging around a certain area for maybe like an hour or so. You would see like 2 or 3 different groups of guards coming through this one area. And this applies for everywhere you go in the city, including the outer districts where you would be looking for these secret passages. Unfortunately, like, there's no sign of them. They are nowhere to be found. But once again, just people about their day, guards coming in and out. Unfortunately, not so much in a recognizable pattern at the moment. But you do notice that there are going to be a lot of patterns that need to be followed because of the sheer number of guards that are around the city. And by the sheer number of people, moving about their day.
Well, this only makes Alistair want to come explore at night. Fuck ton of guards. Everyone's working. Seems so utopic. Disgustingly fake. Alright, then we have Vare.
Yeah, Vare. So you're going throughout the town, just stopping by different places, looking around. Like how are you going about in each of the taverns? Just talking with some of the owners, or are you specifically like looking more towards where like the guards are hanging out?
Honestly, I probably wouldn't be peeking my head into taverns. I'd be asking the merchants where the good drinks are. Because good, cheap drinks equals military people. So that's probably how I would go about that. Along with, of course, sticking my head in, just taking a look around.
All right, fair enough. In that case, then, I'll come back to that search in just a second here. Talking amongst the common folk, and asking, like, where would I get some decent drinks around here? A lot of the people will tell you you collect like a bunch of like several different names of different taverns all around the Kingdom of Silence. But one in particular stands out amongst the rest as its name gets mentioned a lot more frequent is the Golden Turtle.
Okay. Yeah, I go to the Golden Turtle.
All right. The Golden Turtle is a pretty decently sized tavern. But a lot of the patrons that you would see in here surprisingly are mostly just like very low, like what could be considered like a lower class here in Silence. Like you walk in, you notice like a bunch of people just hanging around. There's like a really like cheap startup band playing some shoddy music in the background. Um, there's a couple of guards here and there just taking a break or going about their job. And overall, the tavern doesn't really look anything different than the Greasy Lady. But, the bartender in the back, appears to be a pretty raggedly dressed elven gentleman who has long blonde hair, just really loose fit clothing, some wraps around his hands. He's got like really big show-offy rings on his fingers. Like you could definitely tell that this guy's for show, in all honesty. But you see him like behind the bar, just talking amongst a couple of patrons, and notices you, just waves you down, gives you a big old smile and a tip of his hat, and he's like, "Well, hello there.
Well, hello.
Welcome to the Golden Turtle."
Thanks. How are you?
Can't really complain. It's beautiful,
Nice.
beautiful day. Money's coming in pretty good.
Oh yeah.
How about yourself? What can I get for you?
I'll have your. Do you got mead? Yeah.
Yeah, I got some mead. Let me go ahead and
I'll have
pour
your
you.
best mead.
Let me go ahead and pour you a quick glass.
Thanks.
All right, go ahead and make me a perception roll while you're sitting down, Barre.
Hold on. I gotta do this. Is that... Oh, there it goes. Hey, it was worth it.
Okay, so you're sitting down. The bartender's just pouring your drink and getting ready. You're just glancing around the tavern. Not really noticing anything all too crazy. Just, patrons about their day. Some are dancing, talking. You're seeing, like I said, like like guards, eating, just talking about their day. One particular group of guards that you haven't noticed are sitting like a little bit further ways in the back. Kind of like hidden amongst the crowd, and there you can see them all just like hunched over, just quietly talking to amongst each other.
Like meeting style.
Yeah.
Got it.
So gentleman comes back up and he puts your ale in front of you, gives you a smile again, and he says, I haven't seen you around here a lot lately, or if at all. You new to the city?
Yeah, I just kind of wandered into town, kind of looking for some work. I noticed you have a band up there, so I'm a bard myself. I could do a little bit of playing when they get done.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, if you don't mind, something a little heavier. This is a little bit more calm than I'm used to, but, shake things up a little bit in here.
Well, I mean, if you're looking to shake things up, you might want to come around here at nighttime.
Oh, what happens at nighttime? You got a good nightlife here?
Oh, we got a vibrant nightlife out here.
Oh, all right. What kind of crowd we talking? Are they gonna be cool with some craziness?
Something a little heavy around here wouldn't really be that big of a deal. I mean, hell, we've been locked in the city for over 2 years. I could use some excitement in my life.
Oh, I got all the excitement you need, sir.
Well, I mean, hell yeah. Listen, normally around these parts, guards usually get off of their shifts. They change shifts roughly around 7:30 or so. All right.
Okay.
When they usually end, some of them go home, go about their day to wake up the next morning. Some of them do come here. If you're looking to shake things up, you might want to come around here about 9:10-ish.
Nice. All right.
Play some of your music,
Wanna
and
know
let me
when
tell
the
you
party
one thing.
really starts.
Yes, sir. And let me tell you,
Alrighty.
Let me
said-
tell you.
said-
I can use some definite excitement, and I want to get back at some of these guards that are around here too, just being total sticks up their asses, you know?
What, are they not tipping you?
Oh, it's not. No. It's not that they're tipping us.
Oh.
The paladins around here, they're very strict with rules. You know, I'm a wild card. You know, I wouldn't mind. You know, maybe just rile things up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm down for that. That sounds like a great time. I think I see a great time in your future, sir.
What's your name?
Svare, it's wonderful to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Vare. My name is Siren.
Siren, I like that.
But hell yeah, you want to come by here later tonight? I'll even pay you for your services too.
Oh, hell yeah. Now we're talking. Speaking of services, how much do I owe you?
I'll tell you what. Think of this as an upfront payment. Come on by. You can drink as much as you want, and if you put on a good show, I'll pay you the extra. How about that?
Sounds like a plan, sir. You got yourself a deal.
All right. I'll see you tonight.
Sounds good.
All right, Vara, you continue to enjoy your drink. Just get a feel for the tavern, and eventually, yeah, you can definitely see that there's a great number of guards that come in and out of the Golden Turtle, especially around lunchtime when everybody starts taking their breaks, coming in for some food, a quick drink, making their way out.
Nice.
So with that, you can take that information, your new little job that you picked up, make your way back to the rest of the group.
Will do.
All right, Aristella. Towards the end of the day, Poe is finally going to, come back in through the open window as you and Silky have your heads buried into the books. Like I said earlier, not really finding all too much that you guys already don't know. But, Poe comes back, you link up with him. Poe, meanwhile, didn't really happen to see anything similar to what Alistair has seen. Just groups of people going about their days. The guards themselves don't necessarily have a recognizable pattern at the moment in terms of their patrols. A lot of them, cycle through different areas at different times, but for a day's worth of scouting, it's really difficult to tell.
Yeah. Makes sense. Well, Silky, it's about dinner time. Should we head back to the inn?
Yeah, I guess we should.
I gotta go give my rabbit her meds. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Xavier and 8. While traveling amongst the town, just keeping an eye out for different patrol locations and trying to recognize a pattern for the patrols. You've only been out here a day. You're not used to the city. Again, it's really difficult for a day's worth of scouting. So is there anything that you guys want to go about and try and do in order to lure these guys out, or you just want to take in what you know at the moment, which to be fair isn't really all that much, and make your way back to the rest of the group? Like, feel free to let me know if you guys want to try anything, or
I think it's a bit early to be trying something.
Especially with this much light.
Yeah. plus with the separated group.
Yeah, that's fair. So you're just gonna make your way back then?
Yeah.
All right. All right, Alistair, is there anything that you want to try? Or anything you want to check out before meeting up with the rest of the group?
It's still daytime, right?
It's getting more towards like dinner time, but yeah, there's still light out.
I'm gonna come back out when it's dark. I'm gonna probably go back, eat, and then go back out and prowl the night, because that tends to be when most hunting takes place. It's a lot easier to hide in the shadows when it's all shadows.
Fair enough. Alright, once everybody finally meets up back at the Greasy Lady, you all head up to your rooms, start talking amongst each other, and Vare eventually does fill you guys in with the whole, hey, I got a little gig I gotta play tonight. It's at this inn, it's called the Golden Turtle. And, you know, he wants me to play some music, maybe rile the place up a little bit, you know, cause some chaos.
Some chaos, you say?
I mean, is that a good idea?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Everybody's together again, Spooky, and
Okay.
you're discussing the job that was given to you by Siren.
Oh shit. Nice. Yeah, I just relay all that information to them, I guess. Let them know that we need to. I'm going to start a ruckus. We don't need to, but I'm going to. And I might make a little money off of it, and that's where the guards are all the time. So we should probably, you know, they're there. Wait, when were they there? 8 to
So
10:30. Yeah, shift change was like 10:30, something like that.
Shift change was 7:30.
7:30.
So the shift change is 7:30, meaning that's when the guards change. Now we need to figure out how long that shift change generally takes. I'm gonna go. Alright, so you're gonna go to this bar, the Golden something something. Turtle, whatever
Golden
it was.
Turtle.
Xavian A, considering you're acting as bait, go watch the square, see what happens around this time of day to the prisoners. What the guards do. Slowly drain off the streets. I think I'll try and shadow you guys to see if anyone's following you.
Alright.
Aristella, stay with Silky and have Poe watch Xavian and 8, just in case I miss something. Spooky should be fine. Spooky's a bard. Bards are known for doing stupid things like this. I'd say Barry is fine. Bards are known for doing stupid things like this. I don't really have anything for you to do, Silky. Stay safe.
Well, I mean, somebody's got to be there to back up Vare, so should I go
Wanna
with
go-
Vare?
I say there's all light and love in my heart, Silky. You're probably the worst person to go with Vari for whatever Vari is planning. If anyone was gonna go with Vari, it should be Xavier.
Okay, we'll be fine.
I mean,
Al's just gonna give you the most stern look you've ever seen him give.
Silky will be fine.
Yeah,
Just gonna
I'm not going to
smile.
engage in any fighting. I can run, and besides, when I'm running, I can at least buff Vare enough to get out of there himself. But how about I'll make a promise to you, Alistair. The instant someone realizes that something is going to happen, I'll be gone.
All right, fine. Because the last thing we need is for you to be alone and get caught.
I won't let that happen. It'll be fine.
All right, Vari, you fucked this up. Your knees are mine.
Nah, it'll be fine.
All right.
Don't be too hard on Vari.
It's just a little fun.
You still owe me your wrist, Tate.
Wait, what?
Mm-hmm.
What?
No, this is me saying, wait, what?
You're telling Alistair's just being a dick.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, did I make a deal with Alistair? What the fuck
No,
did
but I
make a
like-
deal?
I love the idea that
So
Alistair.
annoying.
I love the idea that Alistair works exclusively in joints.
All right, so
Wait,
Vare and Silky are going to the Golden Turtle. Xavian and 8 are going to the squares to see what's going on with the prisoners. KP, what does Aristella want to do?
I think she'll just kind of go around looking for odd jobs just so she can kind of get familiar with, you know, some of the locals.
What's out?
Sometimes it's well, for the next day. Sometimes it's easier to go and get to know people and get information easier if, you know, they start to become familiar with you.
Fair enough. All right. In that case, then, so KP, roll me a D100.
Eh, D100. Oh shit! I hit the wrong button. I went to click on the other tab and I accidentally hit the X and it closed out of all of roll 20.
Oh.
Here we go. Here we go. Not terrible.
72. Let's see here. Alrighty. KP, you go out and you start looking for some odder jobs. You do happen to notice like a little help wanted sign like posted outside this one shop. And inside the shop appears to be like these very vibrantly painted works of art plastered all over the walls, and you know, a couple of people are just standing at the counter just talking amongst each other. They introduce themselves as a couple of artists that are just opening up their shop, and they can use some help, you know, setting things up. So you got that to do. You now have that to do in the morning. All right, Xavian and 8,
Yes.
or Xavian, 8, and Alistair.
How you doing?
The three of you go ahead and roll me perception checks.
I will say I am tailing those two.
Roll me stealth as well.
Oh. Damn it. I was about to say if I took my words back so fucking quick.
Xavier knows.
You're,
Xavier knows where I am, but 8 doesn't.
you're a ranger. You're a hunter. Where's your perception at?
And then
In the woods.
And then as soon as I rolled lower than you, I was like, nope, I'm just gonna take my words back.
I get like if we're in the woods, Jacob, let me put it to you this way. I gain like 7, 8 points if we're in the woods. To
I
perception.
know. But when we're out of the woods, you're like, huh?
It flippy flops.
All right. So Xavier and 8. As you guys are just walking around the square later in the evening, like around what time do you guys go out?
Probably about 7 o'clock to make it there and just observe.
Alrighty. So you're just hanging around the central square around 7 o'clock. What as Siren's information says to be true, around 7:30 or so, you happen to see a group of guards marching in from the castle. You know, they're talking with a couple of the other guards. They change, and the guards that were previously standing duty, you know, walk up on stage, unchain the prisoners, and then they start moving them very aggressively, I might add, back towards the central castle. So in between the changing of the guards, there is no time at all. All right.
I now know the path they generally take.
Yeah, the main road straight up to the castle. Alistair,
What's up?
as you are observing Xavier and 8 and the whole, you know, changing of the guard thing, you are approached by 2 paladins.
Oh boy.
Fuck. They've seen me.
Oi, you there?
So yeah, they you know, they start walking up to you and they call out to you and say, "Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
State your
I just
state your
like
business.
leaning in an alley or something like that.
There's something we can help you with?"
Oh, nothing. I was just standing here, minding my business, enjoying the day.
Very well. I sense you are new to the city.
Yeah, I just got in the other day. Why? What's up? I don't really like crowded places, so I tend to come out more at night.
Understandable. Do be careful. All these new faces in the city.
Have a good one. Bye. Fuck.
Yeah, unfortunately, they beat your stealth in perception.
How much they beat me by?
Like 4 points.
Fuck. If I rolled high, I mean, if I rolled higher, I'd been fine, but I didn't. Oh shit. Guess I could have learned. Well.
And at this point here, Alistair realizes he's really out of his element.
Yeah, I mean, he's known this for a while. We're in a city, man. And so I give my perception check. Didn't like me see anyone watching the other guys.
Unfortunately, not.
All right.
All right. Meanwhile, Vare. So, you and Silky make your way to the Golden Turtle. And, you know, you see a whole bunch of people just, like, standing around outside, just talking to each other. You also happen to see, like, a couple of people in, like, aprons and stuff, you know, bringing food and drinks out. There's new tables set up on the outside. And the music that you heard from earlier is no longer playing, as it's kind of quiet. You just hear the chatter amongst the crowd. You know, you walk in, place is completely filled with people now, commoners and guards alike, but you do happen to notice that there is a lot more armor than just regular peasant clothing. At this point, you also notice that a little ways away in the corner, you notice that there's like this big display now of like racks and full like mannequins. Like people are putting up their weapons. Some people are putting away like their more intrusive armors. They're just putting it up on these mannequins.
Oh, got it. Like a storage.
Yeah.
Like a coat rack.
Yeah, kind of like a coat storage, basically. You know, Siren. Obviously, Siren sees you all and he calls out to you, "Vare, come on in, please."
Oh, thank you. Hey, what's up?
Ah, it's good to see you, Vare. Who's your friend?
I let her introduce herself.
Oh,
Give her a little bow.
I'm Silky. I'm one of Vare's traveling companions. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Silky. Please, have a seat. Vare, listen, you're free. Drink however much you want. Alright, just put on a good show for us.
You got it.
Silky's gonna lean over to Vare real quick and say, "Hey, I thought you couldn't activate your magic without hitting someone.
What magic?
Your whole..." She, like, waves her arms at you, like, bardic thing.
Why do I need bardic thing right now?
Is that not how you make magic? Or wait,
When a mom and dad love each other very much.
I was just gonna go up there and play something. What do you mean magic?
oh, I thought you were gonna do, like...
Shit without magic, you know?
Well, no, I wasn't saying that you're not a naturally talented person. I was saying, like, I know you were gonna cause, like, a... You know what? Just go.
You think I don't know any anti-authoritarian songs? You think I don't know any anti-police, fuck the popos, like, shit? You don't think I know that shit? I'm gonna go up there and play every anti-authority song I got and try to start a mosh pit in the center of this place. I don't need magic to do that.
Fuck the paladin straight coming from the underground.
Silky's gonna look over to Siren and say, "You know what? Make this 2, please."
Yeah, just you.
Okay, Vare, go ahead and give me a performance check then.
Okay, where's that? button?
Oh
Fuck yeah.
no!
Oh my
That's what we want.
and I get to do exactly fucking that.
Oh.
You know what? I got a perfect.
This is disturbed.
I got a perfect sound for this. Ready? Just ready?
Ready?
Oh, that juicy 20 when we need it. Oh, that's beautiful. Alrighty. So, the night is going to proceed with Vare absolutely shredding this entire time. And it so much so that the people are enjoying your music so much so. Like, you definitely get people, like, cheering, and, you know, when you go into, like, a heavy riff and, like, a chorus or, like, a solo kind of, you know, you could hear people just, like, banging their ales on the tables along with the beat of the song. Make me a perception roll.
Right.
Okay. You are visibly pissing off these paladins. Like, you are visibly pissing these guys off.
Oh my. How's Silky doing? Probably
She's fine.
great.
Wow.
Great.
Oh wait, I don't know why I rolled a con. I meant to roll a fortitude save, but I mean close. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
You know,
Matt, what a turn.
How does that happen?
Keep the,
oh no,
the Constitution, Josh.
oh no, this is funnier.
Jason bad.
Happened?
Bad fish.
A 20 and then a 1? Freaking odds.
Very common, actually.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's
a lot
very.
more common than you think.
It happens a
Happens
lot.
Especially
more.
in
all
this
the
group.
time.
it
Yeah.
happened to me before, trust me.
Oh boy, Silky's drunk.
Oh yeah, Silky's fucking wasted.
All you hear is chug, 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 chug.
Like face
Can she
down
be, like,
on
just
table.
like fucking somebody's shoulder, just like chugging an ale down. That would be the funniest shit.
Oh god.
I think at this point here it's more like face down, passed out on table.
Yeah, no, I could definitely see Silky being the social drunk.
Yeah.
She's just more along the lines of just like running around the tavern, just talking with everybody, just be
Have
like,
you heard about this book? Have you heard about that book?
be like,
Let's
hey,
look at that
that's my traveling partner. Ain't he great? Oh, she's having a fucking blast though. Okay, during one of your songs, Vare, you definitely are going to be approached by some of these said paladins. And they're just gonna walk up to you and be like, hey buddy, listen, I know you're not from around these parts, okay? We're a very civilized kingdom. Cut the shit.
Oh, you don't like this? This wasn't to your taste?
I mean, listen, we don't judge outsiders, okay? But we work really hard.
Sounds pretty judgy.
We work really, really hard to keep this city as it is. All right, show a little respect.
Oh.
Just the song, my guy.
How drunk is
Artist-
Vare right
art-
now? Does he take
Art
a
is
swing?
subjective, motherfuckers.
Oh, does he take a swing?
Vare, give me a diplomacy roll.
Okay.
Art is subjective.
Ooh.
15 is still decent.
Okay, that's good.
15's better than what most of us can get.
Okay, that's good. That's. I'm not sure about
Oh,
what you say. Like,
non-existent.
Guys... Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, I just looked at my diplomacy and it's just like, oh, right.
Let's say if I rolled a 2 and then like
I
add
mean,
my
I have a
diplomacy
5.
modifier,
I have a 5.
that's a solid 5 total.
So Vare, let me ask you a question. Do you stop playing when these guys approach you?
Oh, absolutely not. No. Literally mid-conversation, still going the same fucking... Yeah, no.
I don't want to
Smiling.
be a silent idiot. Don't want to work for the king's agenda.
Alrighty. Okay, so yeah, what does Vare do?
Vara's just gonna keep playing. She's just gonna be like, you know, guys, no. I think you guys can deal with it for a little bit longer.
Just a song, my guy.
Yeah, it's just a song, my dude.
Alright, give me another performance check.
Oh boy.
Oh my god! It's a 19! It's a skill check. A natural 20 is a crit, but that's still a 41.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, even after these paladins approached you and they were like, yo, tone it down a couple notches, you know? You're just like, fuck you guys. And then just proceed to just completely tear it up the entire time. Let's see here.
Man, Vara making some friends tonight.
Honestly, this is kind of what we want.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so let's see here. Yeah, continuing with the trend right now, Vare is very, very obviously pissing off a lot of these paladins. A lot of them are not enjoying their time anymore. They're just like glaring daggers at Vare as he's continuing to just put on like one of the best performances of his life. And you know, the patrons of the tavern are, you know, they're dancing, they're singing, you know, slamming the ales against the tables and beats to the music. Everybody's having a hell of a time. Even on the outside of the tavern, there's a bunch of people just talking. Some people are like dancing out on the streets and everything.
This just makes Vare just so happy. Just
I'm so happy.
Vare is just on the top of the world right now.
Alrighty. Let's see here. We are definitely going to say at this point, one of the paladins are going to stand up and walk up to Vare. He's a lot older compared to the first guy that came up to you. He's going to be coming up and he's going to say, all right, listen, knock it off. This is your final warning. I haven't served 30 years in this fucking military in order to be completely disgraced by an outsider.
Can I use my glibness? I'm gonna use the glibness thingy.
Oh,
I'm an
boy.
entertainer. I'm just gonna be like, listen, man. Everybody here is orderly. Everybody's having a good time. I don't see anybody brawling. I know there's a mosh pit, but nobody's getting hurt. Let us have our fun right now. We're doing good. We're doing good. And I'm gonna roll for that. Where is that? Hold up.
I love having an actual skill monkey in the party for right.
Alright,
For
speech
once.
becomes fluent and more believable, causing those who hear you to believe every word you say. You get a plus 20 bonus on bluff checks made to convince another the truth of your words. Bonus doesn't apply to other uses of the bluff skill, such as fainting in combat, creating a diversion, blah blah blah. The magical effects used against you that would detect your lies or help you speak the truth, but nobody is unfortunately doing that, so... And yeah, that works. Go ahead and roll me a bluff check.
And then we add 20 to it.
And my comedy includes that into my perform. So.
Yes, it does.
Yep.
47.
That's 47.
So good.
47!
Oh, that's right. Holy shit.
Oh, Lord.
Go
Sorry.
Skill monkeys.
Skill monkey!
Victory screen.
We have found the new mouthpiece for this party.
Yeah, we have the two sides. We have Vare to talk to people, and then Xavier to scare the piss out of them.
Alright, let me make a couple of checks for Silky real quick here.
Oh, poor Silky.
Yeah, she's fucking plastered. Oh, she's... I mean, still, 15. She's still like hanging around Vare, just talking with a couple of people. She would overhear this, and she's just gonna come on over, like put her arm around Vare and say, "Hey, everybody, have a good time. Don't be sticking mud.
Oh my god.
Don't be sticking mud. Everybody, have a good time. Grab drinks on me, everybody."
Oh, boy.
No, no.
Oh my god.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Slow down there, Silky.
I'm just gonna like wrangle her over and be like, she's kidding. She's kidding, and then get back to playing.
Don't trust the drunk lady.
What do you mean? I have money. I have gold. I can pay for
Yes.
everybody.
yes. Just pats her head.
Here's some water, sweetie.
Quench your
Yours
thirst.
might be more palatable for her.
You can do that when you're a little more coherent. How about that?
What? A coherent
Yeah, my point exactly.
I'm kosher. I have a god in my head. I can do anything.
I think that's
You
time
can.
to go home.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Yeah, perhaps maybe you should take care of your wasted friend. An embarrassment you all are.
Oh, relax.
Oh,
You
embarrassment.
never want to stick it to your boss, bro. Like, just give him the big middle finger. You never wanted to do that. You're my boss right now, and I'm giving you the middle finger. Goodbye. And I'm just gonna take.
Yeah,
Ian.
fuck this corrupted system and this kingdom and its lies.
Get her out of there now.
Just gonna cover her mouth and like be like, "Hey, Siren, where you at?"
He's just like 2 hands filled like Oktoberfest stacks of ales and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like,
I made this man so much money.
he's like, yes, alright.
Hey, I gotta take my friend. It was wonderful hanging out and jamming out here with
Stop.
you.
Pound so much shove off.
Should I ask for payment tonight? Should I come back tomorrow? What's good for you?
You know what? Come back tomorrow. How about that? Kind of got my hands filled here.
Yeah, I see that. You have a fantastic night. I wish you the best business. Get your money. And I'm gonna take Silky and book it.
Chug, 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 chug. That's all you hear in the background.
Chugging, not before chugging
No, no.
a
No,
whole
no,
fucking
that's-
ale. And
That's
then
all
going.
you. That's all you hear in the background. It's like people are like egging each other. Chug, 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 chug. Yeah.
And you know, as you like reach over, you grab an ale, you down it. Silky just reaches out. One more for the road. One
Oh, Lord.
more.
No. Pats it out of her hand. We're
No. Party pooper. No cake for
oh,
you.
yeah, I'm the party poopers. Freaking Bard. The Bard is the party pooper.
We're both just the party pooper.
That's the best thing ever.
Glad you had a great.
Hmm. Alright, so you guys are gonna be making your way down the road. Silky eventually throws up in the middle of the street.
Nice. That's
And eventually Vari comes just bursting into the room. Silky just like strode across her back, and you just see her like wagging her fingers, humming to herself.
she goes, "Fuck the police."
So,
Alright.
interesting night.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a
it
great
seems
time.
like it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you managed to piss anyone off?
I threw up.
Absolutely everybody.
I
All of the
That-
guards and paladins, at least. Everybody else seemed like they were having a great time.
threw up in the
That's-
road.
You're-
Yeah, Silky had a fantastic time.
Alistair,
I've never seen her like
Alistair hands Silky a glass of water.
I'm a god amongst men.
Yes, you are, Silky. Now drink the water.
I look at Aristotle. Like, I think we might need one of your
Remember?
Yeah.
games.
And I will hand him a bottle. You can have the pleasure of that. Pretty sure if I try to do anything, she is going to squash me.
Alright, so as of right now, no one was We do know when they change the guard is correct, and what they do with the prisoners.
There
Sadly,
is absolutely no time to do anything before they get them to the castle.
There's time to do. They still have to walk back to the castle.
Well, yeah, but do you see how many men were there?
Oh yeah, I did. We be fighting a small army of people way stronger than us. Good thing we're not doing that. We're just acting like we are. Right? I
Never
sadly
know
got
who's
found
listening.
found by some paladins, so I wasn't able to observe really well.
We're the eagle in the trees, waiting for the cat to scare away the mouse.
That we are, Silky. Might be easier if I get my hands on something that can. Might be easier if I can get my hands on something that with invisibility, like a scroll or something. The scrolls we generally have for this kind of stuff, though.
You could
I mean,
see
we
if
are
they
in a
need to
city
make a
with a-
potion.
Yeah,
Or
but I
we
don't
could
want
buy a potion. But it might look... Well, we are kind of trying to look suspicious, so... I mean... kind of how sus do we want to look?
Well, if we
We're
just
also
look
a
like,
group of adventurers in a major city. Buying a
Buying-
scroll doesn't seem like that far out of what we do.
Yeah.
interest, can someone here just make it? That's the real question. Or rather, just one of us make it and try and buy it. Even a potion.
Oh, resident
Ability.
alchemist.
I make potions, not scrolls.
They make potions of that shit.
Yeah, but I don't know that formula.
Ugh.
Poofy potions.
Speaking of which, and I hand Aristella 5 potions.
What am I supposed to do with these?
Cannon.
Yeah. We
Oh,
should get you to.
1d8 plus 1.
We should somehow get you to learn like bear's endurance or bull strength.
I'm
That way we-
working at it.
I know. I'm just saying, because it'll be more useful than wasting the spell slots whenever we pop those.
That's something to discuss later. Let's take care of her first. And she might say something.
Yeah.
All right.
Just based on what I've seen so far, I'm kind of scared what was said on the way here. So, perhaps sobering her up a bit would be helpful.
I'll hold her if you give her the remedy.
Sorry, you gotta dump it down her throat.
Says who?
Since you took her to the bar.
I
And,
said
unfortunately,
I would take her to the
Aristella-
bar and she would be fine. She is fine.
She is
just
not
needs to
fine.
sleep a
She's
little bit.
Unfortunately, KB, I think you actually have to be the one to apply the remedy. Can't just pass it to people.
It would-
fine. You better not lose the wrestling match.
If I lose the wrestling match, I am
We have-
terrified of her.
Oh, I need to see this.
Ask her for a hug and then hug her, and I'll
Yeah.
dump it in.
Fight, 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 fight.
Ready?
Go for it.
You have to hold her first.
So it looks like I'm holding Silky and Aricel's giving her a remedy.
Okay. You know what's a roll. CMB.
CMB, so CMD versus CMB?
CMD, yes.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you managed to hold her down.
I pull the cork and I pop it in. I pinch her nose.
Bleh. How quickly does this effect take place?
That's a very good question.
If as far as I know, pretty much instantaneously.
Let me double check.
Oh.
Da, 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 da. Oh wait, I have to think. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
It's
Where is it?
under your herb lore right there. See?
Nauseated or sickened conditions. So I need an herbalist check.
Yep.
Main. Profession.
Yep, it clears. Ugh. How did I get back to the inn?
Vara ended up carrying you back.
Yeah. You threw up along the way. You were very proud of it.
I don't remember anything.
That's kind of unfortunate. You had a great time.
I'm terrified to ask.
Did we at least accomplish our mission?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, good.
You should have seen it. Well, you did see it, but people were pissed off. Other people were really happy. I gave some old dude the middle finger. Like, it was a great time. And you were just kind of like a social butterfly. You were everywhere.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, a little bit.
No, you had a great time. You even sang along with me too. Every single anti-authority song I knew, I played, and you sang every single one. I'm so surprised.
Oh god, what have I done? This is what Master was talking about with after drinking regrets?
I think so.
Oh god. Alright.
I think
So-
it's time for everybody to call it a night.
Yep.
I have a feeling we're gonna have a very pretty paycheck tomorrow, so I need to go back to the Golden Turtle in the morning.
Okay.
That's fine.
KK.
That sounds fun.
Alrighty. So, everybody tucks in for the evening. He's got a good night's sleep.
Josh, what time would you say we finish our conversation when Bari gets back?
Vare gets back probably around 1, 2 in the morning.
Can I just... I want to stay up a little later and like look around the front of the inn and just like pretend I'm just like nursing like a drink or something, it's really just water, and just observe what's going on. Just see if there's anything that catches my eye.
Alright. So while you're just, sitting out front, just nursing a drink and stuff, Vincent is actually gonna come on out.
No, Rusty.
Yeah, gotta say,
What can
I love how Xavier and Alistair are normally on the same wavelength.
Yeah, I
They
mean we're
really
both
are.
we're both hunters. We're just hunters with two different styles.
Yeah.
I'm
Alright.
traditional. You're monster hunter.
So Vincent, the tavern owner, is going to come on now and he's going to take a seat next to you and you say, "Well, sitting all by yourself out here."
Eh, not much of a socialite.
Nah,
Crowds annoy me.
that's all right. Not a lot of folks around here are anymore.
Mm,
What's on your mind?
nothing.
Anything an old
You know.
geezer can talk you through?
Nothing important really. It's just, I can't shake this weird feeling in the back of my head. You know?
About what?
I hate to say this, but it's just something doesn't feel right here. This place was closed off for 3 solid years, then like that, all of a sudden, and like Alistair snaps and it's like the doors are open. Like feels like walking to the den of a bear. You know you're fucked if you walked in, but you do it anyway.
Well, not really sure what kind of feeling that is, but I can tell you one thing. People around these parts have been asking for the gates to open for a long time.
Sure got boring after a while being trapped in here.
Oh, trust me, when you have to deal with your neighbors for so long...
Yeah, I can't argue that. That's why having no neighbors is usually the best policy.
Yeah, but when you got people to look after,
Yeah,
Don't really.
Can't argue with that.
don't really got much of a choice than deal with little Miss Brissy over down the street.
Vincent, you seem like an honest man. What are your thoughts about silence?
Probably one of the best places to live in Luavara. It's quiet. It's well protected. I don't know. They're
Can't
just-
argue with that.
There's just a whole bunch of things around the world that's been going on.
True.
And especially now that we're able to actually get in contact with people on the outside, whew, things are,
Sounds worse.
yeah, things are not looking good.
Well, hopefully things will find its way out without too much bloodshed. Sadly, like any territorial disputes, the deer are gonna have to ram their heads together to try and find the best mate.
'Tis the way of nature.
Posturing and puffing out your chest.
Yeah, but you can only snort at your enemies for so long until they come running.
True.
Well,
I mean,
I'll leave you here to nurse your drink, Alistair. You're a good man.
much.
You definitely look out after
Well-
your friends.
Someone has to. Most of them are kids compared to me.
Yeah. I mean, especially that elven lady of yours. She's definitely older than you. Probably seen a hell of a lot more.
She may be older, but she ain't wiser. I'll give her.
What is funny because it was a base character.
I know.
Well, I'll tell you what, Alistair. If you ever need somebody to come to, no matter how big the favor, you come running straight to me, okay?
I might take you up on that, Vincent. Hope you're ready.
He's gonna give you a big pat on the back and start walking back into the tavern. He lets out a hearty laugh and he says, "Hey, add anything to help the Nameless and the Lightbringer."
Wait, what?
Don't be a star, motherfucker. Don't be a star. Alistair immediately like shoots up straight and just goes, "Excuse me, what?"
Say that.
And he's just wanders back into the tavern.
Talon! Talon! Is this one of your friends?
Alistair immediately like kills the water he was drinking just to watch the street and runs upstairs. We gotta talk to Vincent now. We gotta figure out what he fucking knows.
Plot twist!
Alrighty.
No, it's always the barkeep. Have you been in one of Josh's games before?
I mean, barkeeps are normally the most well-informed people.
Well, not to mention, barkeeps are the ones who keep helping us throughout this entire story. So there's some weird
Yeah.
underground network of bartenders. I'm calling it now. The resistance is bartenders.
Alright.
They all have character art. Individual character art.
Alright.
This is fair.
On the morning of the 4th day, everybody awakes and starts, preparing for their days. Alistair, do you share your little tidbit of information that was given to you yesterday?
Oh, fuck yeah, I do. Alright, so I went out last night to just, observe the street. I had a little chat with Vincent. He knows who we are. He knows Silky's the Lightbringer.
What?
Say what?
I don't know.
Yeah, I third that. What?
Huh?
I don't know. He walked away on that note. So, I'm gonna stay and have a chat with him. And figure out what the hell. Since this is what now, the third, fourth time a bartender has been weird and cryptic to us?
I'm just gonna restate this, Alistair.
Huh?
I was waiting for something. I don't know.
It was
I don't
delayed on my
know.
end too. Don't worry.
I don't know, to be honest. But I think all of us rushing him at once is gonna look weird. Considering I'm the only one of us without the most routine looking schedule. I don't have something to do this morning. I'm gonna sit and chat with him. Figure out what he knows. Figure out what his intent is. Because if he can help us, that's good. Because he may be able to get a better... The Paladins aren't going to suspiciously look at him as they would towards us.
Alright. Vara's gotta collect his money this morning. I think I'll go with him. Because I would like to stop in the market and see if I can't get some formulas or potions.
Steve? Yeah, but say, someone see if you can find me invisibility and scroller potion form. I'd appreciate it.
Do what I can.
If you need somebody to go to the market for you, Zabian, I can do that for you. I got really nothing else to do.
Alright.
What is Aristella and 8 doing?
8 is actually just gonna catch up on some reading on her Druid books.
Alright, and KP, what does Aristella want to do?
Aristella's probably gonna try and get to know more the locals while she.
Aristella's got a job to do this morning.
Yeah, that's right.
So does...
Oh yeah, she does. So she's gonna go with Silky. Alright, 8.
Hey, work.
8, give me a Knowledge Arcana roll. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, the books that the Hag of Nasus gave you, they're really, really difficult reads. So it's gonna take you pretty much all day to even understand a couple chapters of it.
I kind of figured because I could just imagine like when she tries to get into the first chapter, steam is already coming out of her head.
You just hear the dial-up noises.
All right, Vari and Xavier, you guys make your way over to the Golden Turtle, and you meet Siren. Well, there is the show of the evening. Vari, my good man, welcome back.
Thank you. Good to see you. How was the rest of your night?
Vari, let me tell you one thing. I've been in this business for well over 15 years now. I have never, ever made that much money in one night. In all of my years of bartending here. You killed it out there.
Thank you. Don't flatter me. You're gonna make my head big.
Oh, please, man. Listen, you are more than happy to come back at any point in time. You ever want to perform
appreciate it.
again, you come straight to me. I will give you a spot right then and there.
Absolutely. I would love for that. We will think about that for the future.
I appreciate that. Speaking of last night, here is your cut of the earnings. And he puts like a big bag of coins on the table.
Hey.
Ooh. How many coins?
We're talking 2,000 gold's worth.
Nice. Goodness.
This is
All
why we
this for
needed a
me?
bard.
Yeah. This is why you have bards in your party.
Yeah. Spooky, you're about to start making us bank.
Oh, okay. I've become the cash cow. All right.
Exactly.
A treasure chest.
The sugar daddy.
I thank him profusely, just like tons of thank yous.
Hey, I'm the one who should be thanking you. You finally brought life back into this dull and boring ass city. People are going to be talking about last night for months. Especially if you plan on staying.
That's kind of the debate right now. Still kind of working on that, but I'll definitely let you know.
Hey, people around here will be real thrilled if you would. By the way,
Appreciate that.
I should probably warn you ahead of time. There were a couple of those metalheads walking in here, you know, asking all sorts of questions about you, about your friend that was here last night. I just thought I'd let you know to keep an eye out. I don't know what they wanted.
Appreciate that.
But they just wanted to get a report from me.
Interesting.
Was Silky wearing the hat of the skies? I could have sworn she's been wearing it.
No, she was not.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Well, I appreciate that. I will keep a weather eye out. Thank you.
All right, I appreciate it. Y'all folks have a good day.
Money.
Well, look at you making friends.
Money, money, money. And enemies.
Yeah.
No, they were already our enemies, to be honest.
True. 2,000. I can't math. Somebody, can I turn that into platinum piece?
That'll be
Does it have to
200.
say gold?
It'll be
What was the number again?
2,000 gold will be
200 platinum.
Platinum. Okay.
Yeah, just take a 0 away.
pretty
Got
much.
you. I listen. I'm not. Math is.
Alrighty. Aristella. Give me a diplomacy roll to see how well you do on your job today.
Let's see. Diplomacy.
Damn.
You do pretty damn good helping these startup artists set up their shop, you know, make everything look pretty. You know, you usher a couple of customers in, give them a good start to their new business. They happen to sell a couple of really good art pieces as well. They will go ahead and pay you 4 gold for your services.
Yay! Money.
Meanwhile, Silky does all of her shopping that needs to be done. All right, Alistair. You
I
wanted
forgot what this is all about.
you wanted to go talk. You wanted to go talk to your little bartender friend.
Friend's a loose word we're using right now. Alistair is very little in that department. Friend.
All right, so you go to search for Vincent. Unfortunately, Vincent isn't like manning the bar for a little bit this early in the morning. You notice that his son Earl is there.
Hello, Earl.
Oh, hello, sir. Mr. Alistair, right?
That's the name. Don't wear it out.
What can I get for you?
Oh, just some tea if you could, in all honesty. Stomach's a little rash this morning.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll be right back.
Feels like it's been turned upside down.
So you're gonna see the little guy just run into the back. After a few minutes, he's gonna come back with a little tray and a tea, like a full tea set, and put it down on the table. Anything else I can get for you, sir?
Oh, no, I don't think nothing. I got a question for you there, bud.
You just
How much
stands
do you-
there and waits.
Yep, I got that. What did your dad do any work besides working behind the bar? Is this just his one and only job?
I mean, not really. He doesn't do anything else.
Fair enough. Just wondering, because he's quite knowledgeable. Smart man he is. Do you know when he'll be in, by the way?
He should be getting up in maybe an hour.
Alright. Oh, I can wait.
I'll make sure
Oh,
to
yeah,
let him know
Doctor.
you're waiting for him then.
Thank you much, I appreciate it. I got some open tabs I want to talk to him, discuss them over with.
Of course.
Josh is so mean. I won't threaten a man with children.
Alright, so yeah, about an hour passes. I mean, you hear the footsteps coming down from upstairs. You see Vincent just stretching. Ugh. And he looks over to you and
Casually sipping a cup of tea.
he looks over to you and he calls out, Alistair.
Give him a little wave.
He's gonna like nod his head over and he says, follow me.
Alistair does so.
You have to discuss those those tabs of yours.
Absolutely. Want to make sure we're all squared up.
So he's gonna lead you like more toward. He's gonna lead you near the into the back, where you can see a couple of people just like cooking up some meals and everything. You know, Earl is just running around helping the customers out front. He's gonna take you into the. He's gonna open up the door and you're gonna see like this big like walk-in pantry. And
You kid you got. Good guy.
Vincent's just gonna usher you inside of the pantry. Thanks. You know, he's a hard-working kid. Trying to.
Yeah, that's how we like them all to be, don't we?
Well, when you want to leave him this place behind after you kick the bucket, gotta get him ready.
Yeah,
He's gotta be
that
young to
sounds-
learn.
Yeah, sometimes you apparently make them too independent, though. Trust me on that one.
You got kids of your own?
Technically. Botched job from my younger days. Left with a child. I said turn her about that one, ah. Botched job from my younger days. Lost the couple. Kid was still there. Felt guilty. Raised her as my own.
Well, at least you had a reliable man by your side. Some sort of
That's
father
all
figure.
Well, that's all I had in that day and age.
He's gonna lead you more towards the back of the pantry where you're gonna see like this little table set up with a couple of drinks and some food. Here, have a seat. I figured you got a lot of questions.
I do. And Alistair will pull down his hood and the mask fully. And that's like Alistair's showing this is me. We're gonna have a chat because
This
full face
business.
exposed.
Damn.
This is the business face. The scars.
We don't even get the business face, man.
No, because I
I'm
more scold
jealous.
you all I scold you all like children. This is the man.
So Vincent's gonna sit down. He's gonna take his glass of ale, and he's just gonna lean back and say, "All right, fire away."
So, well, first off, I know we're not the best at being subtle. How'd you know who we were?
Tip me off, especially with your description
Yeah.
and your cat girl friend's description. Silky, I believe her name was.
Mm-hmm.
I only know her as the Lightbringer, so
So all of our descriptions are pretty well known from what I'm hearing then.
well, I mean, when you completely ruin the governmental standings of two kingdoms,
Yeah, that's fair.
it's kind of hard to go unnoticed.
Well, you'd hope wearing a mask will help you stay more incognito. But I guess nowadays, not wearing the mask will make me harder to identify.
Especially when y'all wear pretty much the same outfits everywhere you go.
Hey, I change clothes. I can't speak for everyone else, but yeah, I mean, durable clothing is good and hard to come by.
Right.
So, you knew who we are, but how'd you know about the Lightbringer? That was, to my knowledge, something we kept pretty close.
Well,
Is that a governmental thing?
it's not so much as a governmental thing. Rumors and stories get passed down generations upon generations. When you witness something that you've only ever seen pictures of or have been told about in stories that your grandpa told you, and you see it in person, it's kind of hard to ignore it.
That's fair.
But it is true, right? That girl out there, she is the Lightbringer?
Well, first things first, Vincent. Are you going to let us graciously stay here for the duration and maybe more that we continued on talking about them, depending on my next answer? Or are we about to get everyone into a carriage and flee town?
Listen, if you're worried about me, your secrets are as safe with me as they can ever be.
Alright. Inside?
Go ahead. Sense motive.
Yeah. Alistair's, he's probably telling the truth, but...
As far as you can
he's
tell,
probably telling the truth.
as far as you can tell, yeah, he's telling the truth.
Yeah. Alright.
Listen.
Well, she is.
Really? Wow.
And Vincent, I'm gonna let you know this. War is inevitable. But we're trying to do our best to make sure it's as least bloody as it can be.
You want to limit the amount of casualties?
I mean, who wouldn't? What sensible person wouldn't want to? If you know a war is coming, you don't want to kill more than you have to.
That's
Go over hunting.
a damn shame, I'll tell you that. Luavara has been under peace for so long.
I'm true. It has. You know, we never intended to do all this.
Oh, I believe you. I believe you. There's no reason that at least I could think of, that would come about completely destabilizing Luavara. You and your party, you guys are good folk. You guys are good people.
Would you believe me? It all started by complete fucking accident.
You know, a lot of great stories start by complete accident. Hell, you listen to most of the legends from Silence itself, its origins and stories and stuff. It'll tell you all sorts of accidents that happen, leading to, the slaying of great dragons, the construction of the greatest civilization ever. Believe me, I get you.
Yeah. So, Vincent, I am gonna let you in a little, not a well-known secret, but a pretty big one.
I'm gonna have you hold your tongue for a second there, Alistair.
Feel free.
Okay, I understand you and your friends have been through a lot. For what I've heard, not really good to be trusting people around here.
No.
Okay, let me tell you one thing. I'm on your guys' side.
I appreciate that.
All right, let me let you in on a little secret, so that way you and me can build a little bit of trust together.
Of course.
All right. He's gonna reach down, like down into the floorboards, and as he grips it, you're gonna notice that there is a small latch
I knew it! Secret Bartender Association!
in the floorboards,
Secret tunnel.
and
Wasn't me this
he
time.
stands up and he opens up the floorboard and he's like, "Come with me."
This should be entertaining. Am I about to find the resistance? Fuck yeah! That's what I've been looking for. Alistair follows. He pulls back up its mask and hood, not knowing where we're going.
That's all right. You're not gonna need that. It's just us.
Oh, fair enough. Dude, Dan immediately puts it back down.
So, and he's gonna lead you down into this little secret room, and you're going to notice along the walls are going to be like all these little torches that light up the way as you guys are making your way down a small corridor, leading into this pretty small room. But you are going to notice, like, as you enter this room, you're going to see the torches along these walls light up in like an arcane blue colored flame. And down on the floor, you're going to see this massive magic circle just etched into the ground, and you're going to see it like sparkling with like blue lights and stuff.
Secret
Bartender Association.
Secret Bartender Association! Have I seen this before?
No. You have never seen this before.
Matt has an idea what this is, and Alistair could probably make a pretty well-educated guess. But I'm assuming before that, I would want to make a knowledge arcana, just to see if Alistair can decently guess it.
Go ahead.
Alright, well, I'm going to take a stab in the dark and say that's a teleportation circle.
You'd be right.
Yeah. Don't know much about magic, but I only know one spell that usually has a set circle somewhere.
Well, that's true. You see, Luavara, all over Luavara, specific people have been selected in this little group together that help with higher priority groups. You actually ran into one of our group members back at Dandelier.
I had a feeling that barkeep had something he was hiding.
Yeah. Vermilda is actually one of us. And, you know, when the gates finally opened and we were able to communicate with each other again, her and a bunch of other people were telling me about you guys, just saying, hey, look out for these individuals. You know, if they come by, you know, treat them nice. They're good people. They mean well. Everything that you hear about them is a fucking lie.
Fair enough. Well, it's good to have friends in, I guess, low places.
So
In all places.
Yeah, true that.
this is our big secret. This is the reason why I was telling you, if you ever need any assistance to get you the hell out of this city before those barriers go back up, you come straight to me.
Mm. Well, that's good knowledge. So I assume you know about the real reason why Silence Door is open then.
No, I was only told that the council decided to open them back up.
Hey, someone quickly remind me of the vampire dude's name. I know he's a devil. I'm still a
Ornoth.
vampire. Thank you. Do you know the name Ornoth?
Never heard of it.
Fair enough.
Might have heard of the
Gentlemen.
Tagoth family.
Well, Ornoth Tagoth is the man pulling the strings behind Luavara.
Huh. All right.
He created the council system and basically put tieflings in the place of most of the seats in certain places to trick and sway the public to do what he wants, all to get back at the King of Silence.
Back at the king. What are you talking about? The king's
Oh,
alive?
he doesn't know.
I've been
Alistair, you
listening-
need the rest of the group.
No. Your organization would be very useful to us. Before I continue spilling the secrets, we have a much easier way to tell you everything. But the long and short of it is, yes.
I'm gonna have him make a check real fast. Oh great gods above. That man who's been on display in the center of city.
Correct.
He's immediately just gonna like back up against the wall and like, oh gods.
Yeah. Sorry for shadowing your worldview like that.
Oh gods. Oh gods, we've been falsely punishing our king.
Yep.
That doesn't make any sense though. How is he alive? The full
Let's just
Nasty
say-
power fucker.
Let's just say gods are petty. And leave that there for now.
I love that answer. That is
Yeah,
the best answer I would have even said. Gods are petty as fuck.
I mean, when
Let's
have
just-
they ever been not petty?
Gods are petty. Let's leave that there for now. But basically, to our understanding, and I'm going to give you a little time to breathe here. We believe the doors of silence were opened because Silky wants to free her master, and this is the trap laid for us. And we're trying to figure out who's hunting us right now.
Oh, okay. So this Ornoth guy opened the doors so you guys would come in here and try to free the king and cause an uproar and silence.
Yep. That way, it looks like we did a bad thing in all three kingdoms. Bada bing, bada boom, trifecta, world enemies, leave the continent.
Ooh, what a cheeky little bastard.
That he is. There's one thing a hunter could smell a mile away. It's when prey.
All right. Hmm. Well, then that begs the question then on what you guys got planned. You break the king out of the dungeons of silence. You're not gonna have enough time to get from the castle to here.
No, we're not planning on breaking him out. Not yet, at least. We just want to figure out who's watching us. That's all we're after currently. After that, we're gonna try and restabilize what we destabilize, gather allies, and then once we have a majority of the world in our back, that only leaves one place left to fight.
He just looks at you, waiting for your answer.
Silence. If we can somehow restabilize Dandelier and get the Elven Kingdom to realize that they've been had, that will stop all the messes going on in the entirety of the rest of the world, thereby diminishing Oranoff's ability to control 2 other major power bases, only leaving him with the abilities of the people only leaving him with what he has here in silence.
So this guy has nothing to do with the surface world.
He's from the Underdark.
Oh boy. All right.
Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry. You may need a stiffer drink when we get back upstairs.
Ugh. It's gonna be the stories of the fall all over again.
Well, we've come to the realization that this Oranoff feller and the king, the war's never been finished. We're still living in the fall of Stylen.
So they just gotta settle their squabbles and then they're good to go.
Yep. The toddlers have to stop bickering over which toy is shiniest and both go off to the ethereal plane.
Ugh.
I know.
That's gonna be hard considering on how stubborn the king is.
Yeah. You are correct. Man. It's just so difficult to make petty, insecure little idiots realize that they're being petty little insecure idiots.
Yeah, it's hard to do something when you don't have the power to deal with them.
Yep.
Well, I mean, unfortunately, there's not really much that I can do to help y'all. But
no, I wouldn't want to impose on you and put you in danger. See.
Which I appreciate.
But if possible, can we get a list of the bars that you associate with? That way we know where we have safe stay.
Yeah, I can get you a list. No problem.
That will help us much. That will give us much less anxiety in our travels, knowing what we have safe places to stay.
Yeah, I can get you that. I can get you that list. Easy.
All right, sounds good, Vincent. Thank you for telling me this.
And I thank you guys for at least trying your hardest for the betterment of this region.
Someone's gotta. And if it's not gonna be the heroes who say they will, might as well be the idiots who stumbled upon it.
Better your hands than the dumb.
Amen to that. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what.
Vincent,
While you're here, don't worry about the stay. Just pay for your drinks, and we're square.
Well, I had to give you something. And you know what? I think I have the perfect thing for you, my friend. And I'm gonna pull out that bottle of wine that we got from the nobles. of the Gervanis vineyard.
Ooh.
There
Ooh,
we
How about
go.
we have a cup?
That's a nice gift.
What is this?
I picked it up in our travels a while ago. I'm not much of a wine guy, but I've been told it's good wine.
I've never even heard of this brewery.
Well,
Where'd you get it from?
I'm gonna head in the. Oh, I can't remember if we found it when we were traveling through Silence or if we found it when we were traveling through the Elven Kingdom. Let me look at where it is in my item list. All right, it's definitely when we were traveling through the Elven Kingdom, I believe, because it's 24 weird gold coins, bottle of wine, Bay Charm.
All right, that's right. You found this in the crashed cart after the pixies were harassing you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this would technically be originate as elven wine.
Yeah.
Ooh, I will gladly accept this. The wife will surely love it.
A token of hopefully a long-lasting and beneficial friendship, good sir.
He's just gonna promptly shake your hand. Absolutely. Now come before everybody starts realizing that we're missing.
Yep. If anyone asked, we were catching up.
All right, so he's gonna lead you out from the teleportation circle room. You know, back up the little ladder into the pantry. He's gonna close the door. You know, as you guys are starting to leave this walk-in pantry, Earl is going to open up the door, peek his head through, notice you and Vincent, and says, "Hey, Pa, we got a problem." "What's the problem, Earl? What's going on?" "There's a group of paladins here."
Oh, fuck.
"What do they want?" "They wanted to talk to some of our patrons, Bare and Silky."
Oh, maybe Vari's wreck is good.
"All right, come on, let's go deal with them."
Well, they're out right now.
"Yeah, but these paladins are very stubborn. They won't leave until they come back."
This is why I hate religious types. Anything I can do to help, or just keep my head, keep out of dodge?
"Perhaps it would probably be best if you stay out and at least in the dining hall, in case if your friends need any assistance."
Sounds good. You got a back?
"Yeah, I got a couple backs."
I meant very good, but I meant like a back door so I come around the front and don't look suspicious because I don't work here.
"Yeah, back of the kitchen."
Sounds good. And Alistair will stealthily make his way around the building.
All right. So yeah, Alistair, you're gonna walk back into the Greasy Lady, and you're going to see a small group of paladins.
I'm gonna have hood down, mask up right now. So like I can't remember what colors. I think my hair is red. So like his short red hair is just kind of hustled about.
So yeah, he's gonna come on out. You're gonna walk back into the front, and you're gonna start catching some of their conversation. And you're going to see somebody new.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh dear.
Oh fuck!
Excuse me.
She's
I
hot.
just heard
Why is it a
something.
bitch in armor? Why is it a bitch in armor?
Those are always the worst.
Well, I'm trying to make a reference here. Ah, yes, the bitch in a red dress. No shit, bitch in silver armor.
So yeah, this lady is going to be with the rest of the paladins. As per their standard blues, golds, and silvers, she is pure silver and gold. Tower shield in right hand, and her left hand is just resting on the hilt of her sword. She looks pretty casual, just standing there talking with Vincent. And he's going to turn to you, give you a smile, and he says, "Ah, in fact, here's one right now. Miss Calvera. Alistair, am I coming over here for a moment?"
Not at all. What can I do for you? Alistair just kind of like rolls his neck.
Alistair, this is Selenia Calvera. She is one of the platoon leaders within the Paladins of Silence.
What was that last name again, Josh?
Selenia Calvera.
Alistair will extend his hand. Pleasure to meet you, Paladin Caldera. I'm not really sure what the proper address here is. Miss Paladin, Your Holiness. Sorry, first time.
You can call me Selenia.
Alright, Selenia, pleasure to meet you. Alistair, at your service. What can I do for you?
Vincent here has been telling me about your party members, and there was a ruckus at a tavern the other night, and there were many complaints about it, and I was sent here to investigate. Do you happen to know where your comrades Silky and Vare are?
Vare, I guess. I know Vare hadn't been paid by the feller who hired him to do the job, to do the performance, so most likely there. And I can't really speak for Silky. Kind of got a little wasted. Might be sleeping it off, or they went to the library. It's one of the two. I don't think. I mean, to my knowledge, according to Vare, performance went off well. Everyone else in town was having a good time.
I understand. There has been a lot of positive feedback from the civilians and such. However, while there is still reports that I need to catch up on, official businesses and such.
That's fair, but doesn't this seem a little trivial for someone of your station to come all the way down here and deal with this? Don't mind me asking.
It does, yes. However, I have been appointed head of civilian matters recently, as we're still getting used to the influx of people.
My congratulations on the promotion, ma'am.
Not so much of a promotion, but I thank you for the courtesy anyway.
I don't know how things work around here. I don't know how things work in most cities, to be honest, so.
That's perfectly fine.
May I just inquire, be a little nosy? Are you just planning to ask them what they did, or are they being put up on charges or anything?
No charges at all. Just some formal complaints that I would like to go over with them. And I understand that you're all from outside of Silence and Castle Guard, so certain customs may be different from what you're used to around here.
True. I mean, Vari himself, they're from I almost called it the Wildlands, Josh.
Might as well be.
Yeah, for real. What's the name of the goddamn town that Zamian's parents live in?
The Gremlin.
I'm very buzzed. Thank you. It's from the Gremlin to my knowledge, so I know they got a whole different way of doing things down there.
Very well. Mr. Gamir, if you wouldn't mind me and my soldiers resting here while we wait for Alistair's party to come by. Not at all, ma'am. By all means. And Mr. Alistair, you're more than welcome to join us as well if you have any questions for me or any of my guard.
Well, it seems I'm the only adult in my group, so I might as well get all the information I can get.
Your switches, like I sneeze, like I'm upstairs and I hear that, I just sneeze. It's like, someone's talking shit.
I'm always talking shit. Have you met me?
Yes.
This is Alistair navigates very, very difficult political situations. Not his forte, but he has much more tact than William ever did.
All right. So, eventually, everybody is going to be arriving back at the tavern and noticing Alistair sitting with Selenia and you do notice that there are paladins stationed like out. There's like one stationed outside, and there's a couple inside.
And so there we were. There was this big old bear. And we went at it. And then all of a sudden, boom! It knocks over the carriage, and out spills a bear cub. And that's when we realized those guys were poaching. So rude of them, right?
Indeed, poachers have been a terrible plague throughout the wilds. It's
Oh,
dreadful.
They are. You know, you overhunt and then you ruin the game for everyone else. Just
Agreed.
can't have that for no one. Oh, it looks like everyone's done doing their errands around town. Come on over, guys. We're having a little chat. This is Selenia, paladin in charge of public affairs. Very nice lady.
It is a pleasure to meet you all.
Alright, it seems that your performance last night at the Golden Turtle kind of upset some folk, and Selenia here just wants to get the record straight.
Well, I'll get over it. What's to get straight?
Be nice.
While I understand that there are many different customs throughout the world and throughout the region of Luavara, I was mostly just sent here by my higher-ups to basically go over. She's gonna like reach into her pouch, pull out a scroll, a list of complaints that were given to us in retrospect to your performance the other day.
Okay. I'm gonna stop you there. Were the majority of the complaints members of the militaries and/or paladins?
They were,
You
but
sound like you're wasting your time.
Davari, just listen, please. We don't want to make this worse.
Okay.
But you are correct. This entire list of complaints is indeed a waste of time. So, I'm not going to go over it. You all seem like a good, understanding group of people, and I would hate to waste any of your time. However, it is my civil duty, as the head of my platoon, to just inform you all to basically, with a lack of a better term, mind your manners. Silence has gone through many, many years of turmoil and has rebuilt itself multiple times over the course of history. And we have done everything that we could in order to perfect the city within our 2 years of isolation. We would politely like to ask you all to at least learn of silence and its customs and understand that people here are not used to interactions from the outside. So things may be said that they don't understand, may mean one thing, but here it means a different thing. You understand what I'm saying, correct?
Of course, ma'am. We understand. We know you're trying to strive for civil obedience and all that such. But I will say, as a person who's wandered and was a guide for many years, the less accepting you are of the cultures of outsiders is going to sadly put a bad taste in the mouth of the adventuring folk who love coming to this city and going to its markets.
And I fully understand where you're coming from, Alistair. We pride ourselves in the acceptance of the outside cultures. It's simply just people around here nowadays are just not used to it.
They just need more time to acclimate. So,
Correct.
a little less abrasive approach.
Correct.
Abrasive. I sounded great last night, thank you.
I'm sure you did, Vari, but maybe instead of hard rock, try soft rock.
It's not as fun. He's just gonna like pout.
When we get to our next destination, you can have all the fun you want.
Mm-hmm. That is true.
I guess.
But as I said, you all seem like wonderful people, and I would hate to cause any trouble between the guards and for you guys as well.
As we would hate to cause you trouble as well. Vari, please apologize. Nice lady. Vari, I'm not gonna ask again.
She never asked for an apology. She just asked for acknowledgement, and I'm acknowledging her complaints.
Fair enough.
I understand.
That's all we can ask for then.
You remind me of one of my students.
Who, me or Vari?
I mean, well, both of you actually. You all remind me very much of two individuals that I've taught in the past. She's gonna look over at her guards and say, "Would you mind going and patrolling the perimeter, please?"
Yes, another paladin to join our ranks.
Yep, the two guards are gonna stand up.
Named characters are either very good for us or very bad.
Yeah.
So, Selenia's gonna lean forward, and you're gonna see her tap on the table as like this little golden rune shows up on the table.
Zone of silence.
So, what is the real reason why you're in my city?
Is this zone of truth or zone of silence, Josh?
Knowledge Arcana.
Oh shit.
Oh, check two.
Yeah, I know. I think we're all just like, hmm.
Oh.
Like, uh-oh.
Hey, magic fuckers.
Well,
Ooh.
Well,
I don't think anybody. Oh shit! I did better than Silky. What?
Yeah.
I like to put out Silky actually did roll. You
Oh, I rolled a nat 20. That's
you rolled a
why.
nat 20. Aristella knows. Alistair don't.
So Silky and Aristella immediately recognize this rune as a rune of Silent Table.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Your words won't carry out to the rest of the patrons.
Oh, that's good to hear, Selenia. Selenia, can I ask, what are your students' names?
Well, I've had many students. Are you specifically talking about the students that you remind me of?
Yeah, I'm curious about that one.
Well, I have an Inquisitor friend who an Inquisitor student that you remind me of, Alistair, named
Thick
Elitha.
virus.
named
Sorry.
Elitha Themoria. And Vare here reminds me of my student Talone.
Ah, fuck, that's what I was hoping for. So, can I ask Selenia, have you spoken to Talone recently?
Well, not so much as recently, but I was rather shocked when she turned up in the city when the city was supposed to be locked.
Ah,
Ah,
Just
I wonder how that
immediate poker faces. Oh.
everyone's like, poker face. Like, Like, huh?
I'm
I
worried
don't know
we're
what you're talking
trying
about.
to do what we've been accused of elsewhere. That's not the case.
Because we're assuming you know who we are.
I know very much well who you all are.
Yeah.
You should also know who invited us here. Who set this pretty little trap wrapped in ribbon,
Trap.
hoping that we would turn into the villains.
She may not know about what we consider as a trap.
Trap.
Have you been informed about a gentleman by the name of Orinoff?
I got.
I know not of this name.
All right. Do you know the names of the people on your display? The one that's been there for months. Isn't it rather curious how he's managed to stay in relatively good health for so long, despite all the treatment he receives, no
one
matter
second.
how brutal?
Pause, Aristella. Can we Rocky Talkie Talone real quickly?
Sure.
Yeah, I pull out the Rocky Talkie. Hey, Talone, are you there?
Xavier? Now, this is a rather odd time for you to call. Is there a
Yeah.
problem?
Things have escalated. How much do you trust your old boss, Selenia?
Say what?
Why?
We're currently sitting at a silent table with her.
You're gonna hear like the sound of something crashing in the background.
I love doing this to her. It's my favorite thing.
I just sit there
You
and look
just
at
like to
Alistair.
shatter her.
I look at Alistair like, this is never getting old.
No,
Uh,
I love doing that so much.
I may be brain dead now because of me trying to read, but that just made my day. Thank you. I truly mean it.
Corporal Calvera, it's a pleasure to hear from you again. Calm down, Talone. You may relax.
Talone, we're more of just asking you, it's how much can we trust her with information?
I mean, you guys trust me enough.
Your character witness, basically. Could we tell her the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and the dirty truth?
God.
And at that moment, you just get a slap upside your head.
Am I wrong?
No, but eased into it.
Also, how did you reach me?
Corporal, permission to speak freely? Permission granted, Talone. Be still with her, please.
Be still?
Still.
Like, break it to her a little slow.
Oh.
Don't do the normal thing.
Okay.
I mean, I have it where
Wait.
we don't have to headbutt.
Okay, I'm gonna ask her this.
And I think he means don't information overload.
Listen, I'm
don't
going.
do what we normally do to her.
Listen, you guys are going to put me into therapy for the rest of my life.
That's fair.
Like,
Welcome
we're not
to our
gonna
everyday.
already need it, Talone. Let's face it. Our first meeting wasn't exactly the most pleasant.
True.
Trust me, we still need therapy ourselves.
Those damn
All right.
goblins, damn frogs.
So,
I swear to God, if you guys make me hunt frogs one more time, we're gonna have issues.
Aristella, can you please do the thing, but just mainly focus on what Orinoff has told us and what we know of the truth behind everything?
You know, I'll just reveal the truth of what, or who exactly that person is. If I could have your hand, ma'am.
She'll
I'm
reach
not.
out.
I'm gonna hold her hand and mind
Shit,
link.
Alistair making all the allies today. This is a very unexpected twist.
It really is, but it's also welcome until it gets turned against us later.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
not the people first.
I'll show her obviously how we met Talone and how we know Talone, and then who's in the stockades and how we know who they are.
She's gonna let go. Just link her fingers together and just rest her head on her fingers.
I know it's a lot.
Sorry, it's
Take your
easiest way
time.
to do it.
Just take your time, absorb the information.
She's gonna look over. She's gonna look over at Silky and say, "So it is true then. You are who we think you are." Silky's just gonna reach down and like show her the hilt of the sword. Selenia is. She's gonna look down at it, and you're gonna see like a big smile come up on her face. On behalf of the Paladins of Silence, I thank you for watching over that sacred treasure for us. Listen to me very carefully. You are probably in one of the most dangerous places in Luavara right now,
We
Trust
kind
me,
of
we are
gathered that.
aware.
especially for all of you.
Yeah, we knew it's a trap, but we're trying to figure out who's trying to trap us.
Well, we know who is probably trying to trap us.
Yeah, but
It's
who's
just a
going
matter of
authentic?
trying. That's what we're trying to figure out is which underling he's sent to instigate. He's probably sending somebody to instigate us at some point here. It's just a matter of time.
Well, in any case, she's gonna reach into her bag again. She's gonna pull out like a small little piece of parchment, just put it on the table for you guys. I would highly advise avoiding Central Square.
Sounds good to us.
We've already been once. We don't really have a reason to go again because we can't figure out who's tailing us.
I would like to offer you help.
We appreciate that.
However,
We know there's only so much you can do.
Without
Many people's
Compromising
hands are
your
tied.
position.
There's so much going on everywhere.
well, more specifically, I would like to ask you all a favor.
well, if we can do it, we'll try.
I need you to come to this location for me. Around midnight.
Right?
You
What's
just
the location, Josh?
you notice that it's like this it looks just to be a regular address. Make me knowledge locals.
We are about to get jumped, or we're about to go meet the resistance.
Yeah.
And I've been looking forward to meeting the resistance for
Knowledge
so
local.
fucking long. Nope, I
Oh
don't know
my-
this place.
Son of a bitch!
Me and Vari no more.
You've already. Al's
where's
just spent most
Silky?
of his day today, like, talking to people and getting allies.
Woo.
Fucking hell, oh, that makes sense, actually.
That makes
tracks.
sense.
So Zilgi picks up the paper and she sees the address and well, once again, she just explains like this is somebody's house. And you're gonna see a code. You're gonna see another word written on the bottom of it. That looks to be a code word.
Resistance.
Viva la resistance!
Frog.
No.
At the
Like,
bottom,
I don't know.
at the bottom of this piece of paper, you're going to see the words "break the silence."
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Selenia is therefore going to tap on the rune again. And she's going to stand up and say, "Well, it was a pleasure speaking with you all. glad to see that we can at least come to an understanding with each other amongst the paladins and the outsiders.
Of course, ma'am. I hope you have a good rest of your day.
You as
Glad
well.
we could clear up the misunderstanding.
She's gonna reach down, pick up her shield, and then her and her guards are going to make their way back.
Lester, what were you up to today?
Hey, Vincent, come over here.
Yeah, what can I get for you?
Oh, just some nice drinks, and a little bit of your time if needed to explain what you told me earlier.
If
Oh.
he was explaining something, I'm not sure this is the best place, Alistair.
No, it's not. Never mind. I'll tell them later. Now I think about it. Sorry, I have been in like 3 different secret meetings today, everybody. I will tell you all in a little bit.
Perhaps we can chat later, Vincent. Thank you so much for your hospitality.
just while Vincent is here. You remember the barkeep in Dandelier?
Yeah.
Him and Vincent are friends.
Oh. Well, he was the one in Dandelier was quite close with Brain.
Ragnar?
With Ragnar and his family. So
Mhm. Let's just put it this way. Vincent can be trusted.
okay. Then perhaps we'll come down later for a
Just
late night
what?
drink.
Mhm. What was the time that Selenia told us on the address?
Midnight.
Midnight, got it. Alright, so we order some food, some drinks, and
Just kill
wait.
just kill some time.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Alistair will explain in the vaguest of details he can what him and Vincent chatted about.
Just let Aristella poke you and then relay the information that way. It'll be easier.
Oh, does that work both ways?
It doesn't work
No.
both ways.
Oh, that's right. We talked about this.
Yeah.
I wish I would have to have those. I'm looking at a thing for it, and I can't get it yet.
Did I get that list of the bars, by the way, Josh, or not yet?
Not yet.
I have to have 5th level spells, and I don't have 5th level spells yet.
All
I
right.
suppose I could probably find a potion or a scroll of it, but
All right. So eventually, night is going to finally fall, and everybody gathers up their things to meet Selenia. So, you guys head out to the address?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Alright, folks, are you about to get jumped or about to go meet the resistance?
All right,
Hoping it's the
take-
same one.
everyone, do a vote. Are we gonna jump? Or are we gonna meet the actual resistance?
I'm really hoping for resistance. That's really
Type
what
1 in
happens here.
chat if you think it's a jump. Type 2 if you think it's a resistance. What's the third option, Rusty?
Both. It's the
Something we
resist.
can-
You all are so negative Nancy's! I want resistance!
It's both.
Oh, okay. I am the most negative Nancy because I'm always expecting my ass to get jumped. You know how many
We're gonna
times I
get
got robbed this campaign? By
That's fair. You have
fucking-
been robbed so many times this campaign.
At this point, I'm being paranoid. My fortune.
All right.
Fucking fairies.
So you guys make your way to the house that is listed on your paper. As you guys approach the house, you guys notice there's no lights, there's nothing going on around this place.
Alistair's gonna walk up to the door, give it a little knocky knock.
Like, as your hand is about to touch the door, you guys suddenly hear a voice from behind you. What's your purpose here?
We're here to break the silence.
You're gonna see this guy suddenly
He's
appear
an
behind you
inquisitor.
guys.
He's a fucking.
Oh, it's the
inquisitor.
other guy.
What are you buying?
Fucking laser sights.
Fucking laser sights.
Laser sights.
Well, if you're looking for a break in the silence. He reaches out and opens the door. Head on downstairs.
Alright. I do so. Alistair's a sucker for a secret society. He's living his best hot girl summer right now.
All right. So as you guys enter the house, you know it's dark. It's a little difficult for some of you to see, but people with low light and dark vision are able to navigate through here and finally find the doorway
Davey is just putting on down.
that leads into the basement. As soon as you guys open the basement door, you guys are immediately met with... Sorry, there's a plane flying over. You guys are suddenly met with like a wave of chatter just wash over you guys. You guys can see torchlight down below. You guys walk down the stairs and you're met with this scene.
Oh boy,
Oh.
that is a lot of paladins.
Oh, we're fucked. We're so fucking fucked.
Hold on.
We're pretty dead, aren't we, Selenia? Oh,
That is a lot of paladins.
So you guys enter this basement area that's a lot bigger than you would have expected it for this house. You guys see a bunch of people. You guys see a crap ton of silent paladins just talking amongst each other, just drinking and just mingling with each other. Selenia is there just watching over everybody until she turns and sees you guys. And the figure that let you guys in also follows you down below, and he just takes a seat right here on this barrel.
well, we're about to be killed or about to be told something great. Please be the second option.
Selenia is going to approach you guys and say, "Glad you guys were able to make it."
Wouldn't miss it for the world.
Silky, would you come with me for a moment? Okay.
I'll let Poe hop onto Silky's shoulder.
Selenia is going to guide Silky into the middle of the room here. And she's going to take her sword, just unsheath it halfway, and just bang on her shield in order to create noise to shut everybody up. Listen up, you rust buckets. Remember how I was telling you that a beacon of hope would be arising soon? And you're gonna see her like bend down and like lift Silky up onto her shoulder.
Ah, Savannah.
It's our savior, Mama Kitsi Baba.
It's the baby Simba moment.
Yeah, yeet.
Our symbol of hope has finally arrived. Let us welcome the Lightbringer. And then the entire basement is going to just erupt in cheers and clapping, and a bunch of people are just like starting to like approach Selenia and Silky. you know, just getting a look at what Silky looks like, and a bunch of them are starting to like look over at you guys and everything.
Like, look at these fuckers.
They're the tagalongs.
Motherfuckers are with her.
And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh boy.
Oh,
boy.
damn.
Oh, that's perfect.
I did not manage to find one, but 2 secret organizations in the span of 8 hours. I'm so happy.
Well, Bari helped with one. Because if Bari hadn't brought, like, attention, probably
Bari
wouldn't
haven't
have gotten
rocked
this
out?
far.
Mm.
And then
I
Talone,
know you're
Rocky Talkie.
I know you're right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps there has been allies hiding in secret this whole time. As the paladins and a platoon leader recognize the party. But the city still has many secrets that have yet to be discovered. So, tune in next week to find out how the Nameless are going to use their new profound allies to their advantage and hopefully come up with a solution to deal with this troublesome kingdom. Tune in next week, 7:30 Eastern, usual time. And we'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Don't let the suspense
Bye.
kill you.